Previously on Coruscant Nights. You are trying to get a very rare and valuable egg. The person who is in possession of the egg is Kish Tookati. Kish Tookati is a Chadra fan.
Oh, yeah.
He's a small arms dealer.
Yeah, he's small.
As we're walking up, I'm turning Trassk and say, are we trying to steal the egg?
I think, yeah, because
We need to steal the egg.
right, because the guy who was going to do it was a thief,
So
right?
we're
And thieves steal.
Thieving.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are thieving. And boss said specifically no killing.
So, yes, thieving, aka stealing,
Yes.
no killing.
AKA ussing.
Yes.
You see what they can do with a couple of sticks and rocks. I mean, imagine your incredible technology in their tiny little hands.
Yeah, or maybe even one of your fine eggs.
Excuse me?
I just throwing out examples of things you sell.
Right. Weapons.
Eggs.
Eggs. Wonderful experiences.
Eggs.
I'm assuming illicit substances.
Eggs. Or other things.
There's an old Trandoshan saying that, when roughly translated, goes a little something like this. When all else fails, let your claws do the talking. As you walk into the box, you are again bombarded by sound.
Oh, gosh.
But it's dark in here and you can see very well.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
What was Trassk doing this whole time?
I think Trassk maybe wanted to see if he's sort of trying to figure out a different angle at this point, because it seems like we played in his head, he's kind of played the direct route and asking for it's not really getting us there. Maybe he's like trying to like poke around and see, I don't know if there's like a buffet in here or like other sorts of any sort of substances that Kish Tookati might like to partake in when he sees a concert, or does he keep a clean head, a clean mind while he's enjoying these?
There have been some droids rolling around, some little astromechs.
Sure.
There are a couple. Let's say there are two droids. One of them has that whole like drink service that R2-D2 had on Jabba's barge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Kish Tookati's had a couple drinks. The other one's, let's say, he's got some meat and cheese roll-ups.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely grab one of those as he rolls by. But I want to go over to the astromech with the drink or the drink making astromech and sort of hunker down by it and just go, hey little guy. So Mr. Tookati said that he needed a little refill, but he's feeling like it might have been a little too watered down last time, and I know you're doing your best, you're trying really hard, but there's a lot going on and all that. So I'm gonna need you to make like a quadruple strength of whatever he's having right now, like really really overload it. He's not very happy with what you've been working on.
What do you want to roll for this?
I don't know, some sort of like maybe like a negotiation or...
Okay, let's do negotiation.
Yeah, I could do it a coercion way, but I've been doing it like a negotiation thing.
All right, it's going to be negotiation against a single purple die.
Okay. I'm going to flip one of our light side points to upgrade this.
Okay.
3 advantages, no success.
You don't speak binary by any chance, do you?
No.
Droid...
you mean me, Joe? No, Trassk doesn't. That for sure.
The droid goes, which you...
So that was a yes, right? That was a...
It sounded like a yes.
He sounds happy. He sounds like we're getting along and having a good time, so I feel pleased about it.
And a little nozzle comes out of the R2 and fills a little cup, and he uses two of his little grabbers holding either side and hands it up to you.
Okay. So that was good. I give him like a little we give his pincer hand like a little high five. I'm like, thank you. You're doing good.
And he keeps holding it out and gestures for you to give it a tip.
Oh, sure. I give him I give him the other half credit that Trassk didn't give the Ithorian.
Great. All right, you've got a drink now?
Yep. So I'm just gonna just sidle over next to Kish Tookati and just I don't know if he'd actually be able to. I mean, how is he looking? Like, is he super enraptured by the show right now?
Yeah, he is into it. His eyes are a little bit glassy after 2 drinks and his small stature.
Okay, I think I want to just I don't know, looking at him and seeing his eyes glazed over, I don't know if he's gonna really listen to me or be able to hear me. He's gonna be focused on the show, so I'm just gonna try to swap out his glass with this one.
Okay, yeah, you do it. It's easy.
Okay, great. So I'm just gonna I am very convinced that is just gonna knock him out, and in a couple minutes we'll just be able to sort of slide past him, pop the chain, and go.
He starts drinking on it, and Stassis comes back.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
We really need to get that egg.
I got this. I figured.
You have a plan?
Oh, buddy.
Fantastic.
When have I not had a plan? Come on. I'm the bee's knees. I'm the smartest Trandoshan around. I got this. Look at his glass. You see his beverage?
I do see his beverage. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you? What about his beverage? You're going to have to fill me in.
Oh! I thought it was up. I thought that was implied.
I don't.
I made it.
Sorry.
I made the droid make it extra strength so that he hopefully gets all knocked
very
out. And right.
Okay.
Then
perhaps
if we can't go in direct. He's not going to give it to us. We got to steal it. Remember thieving?
Oh yes,
thieving.
Yes, the thieving.
None of the people in this room saw you switch that drink. By the way.
Okay, that's good.
Right.
Yeah, so like I said, if we can't be direct, we'll be sneaky.
Yes.
How was the call? Is everything okay?
The call went really well. I was just checking in.
Shelby's?
Yep, doing well.
Okay.
Sure.
We're good with the boss? Nothing?
Yep, nope. Boss Aram gave him a quick call too, just to see. He said to keep up the good work.
Oh,
and
good.
That he
thinks I'm doing good work? He never says that.
His praise was universal.
Oh.
It was yep. I think he sounded very excited that we found the egg.
Good.
And wished us the best of luck.
Everything's turning up Stassis and Trassk right now. I am just... We should just kick back, wait for Kish to keel over, and then we've got an egg.
I think you're right. The sweat's back.
The sweat's back. Can you tell me what you rolled on that negotiation with the R2?
Oh yeah, it was 3 advantages, and that's it. No successes.
Okay. Advantages. That's okay.
So I think the advantages were that it was relatively pleasant to me.
Yeah.
No one saw me switch the drinks.
Yeah. Yeah, if you had gotten threats, I would have made it coffee.
Oh, no. Sure.
That's what I was asking.
Calf,
yeah.
So, yeah, the concert continues. Kish is lounging on the pillows. He's sort of cuddled up with one of the Twi'leks now. The other one's still passed out sleeping. How anyone could sleep through all this noise, who knows? But, Twi'lek ladies don't have ears. I guess that would help.
Huh. Is that true?
They've got little cones.
Trassk, they don't have ears? Are you pulling my leg?
No, they have ear cones.
My goodness.
Right. Yeah. You didn't know. No, the things on top of their head, those are leku. Those are not ears.
Legs?
No. Leku. You can't. Can you hear me right now? Take the plug out.
It's too loud.
Okay.
The Twi'lek lady turns around and looks at you.
Sorry.
I'm imagining you two are sitting in the tiny seats again.
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just watching.
Just staring at Kish. We are not watching the show. We're staring at
Kish and the lady trying to see if she has ears. Yeah.
Yeah. I just can't believe they don't have ears. That's so neat.
Yeah.
I never would have asked.
Yeah.
The more you know. Boy, long concert, eh?
Before too long, Chandraza actually finishes his set, and the audience starts going crazy, and he walks off the stage, and it looks like the concert's over.
Trassk is starting to panic because he should have been. That was a long set. Like
It was a long set.
He's already done the encore and everything too, right?
Oh no, I was gonna say that a minute later he comes out.
No. Okay. Good.
No.
Good. Yeah. So that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in this interim, Trassk is panicking because he's like, he did all of his like classic albums. That all from front to back. That's not. I mean, that's a long. Kish should have been keeled over by now, like snoring like the other Twi'lek lady.
Yeah, no, he's still very into the show. His little hands went crazy with clapping when Chandraza walked off the stage.
Yeah, and then like.
But you figured with the lights never came back on, so there was a good chance that an encore was going to happen.
Trassk is going to lean over to Stassis and say, so I think my plan might have fallen through.
Okay. Let me try something. I'm going to start creeping over in the interim before the encore and just like start walking over to him.
Okay. It's not far. He's just a couple feet ahead of you.
Yep. But like I'm walking very slowly. Like sort of creeping up on him.
Like Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, sort of Scooby-Doo sneaking. Trying to not be... Yeah.
He's got 3 guards in this room. Just throwing that out there.
I'm not grabbing. I'm just kind of... I'm looking at them. I can see that they see me. And I see them. But
they see that you see that they see you.
And I'm gonna nod at one.
And Bali nods back.
And then I'm gonna keep creeping a few more steps. And then look back and check in again.
Yep.
Give another little nod.
They're all still there. The one nods back.
Take 2 more steps.
He's giving you a little side eye now because you're acting real weird.
I'm gonna nod slowly this time.
He nods really slowly.
I'm gonna nod fast twice.
He shakes his head.
And I'm gonna walk back to Trassk.
And Trassk has been holding his breath, like, oh, this is when it happens. Dang it!
That was my only idea.
Okay, you know how we tried? Okay, so let's recap. We tried the direct way. We asked him for it, right?
We tried.
We tried the direct way. We tried the sneaky way.
I tried the sneak.
Yep.
It didn't go well.
I say we try the us way.
The us way.
The us way. The way that we do. The way you and I do best.
The back door?
The back door. And I think Trassk is going to pull out his neurotic whip.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
and Bali is the main, like his sort of right hand.
Yeah.
Goon. Okay.
Besides the Wookiee, yeah.
Yeah. I think Trassk is going to, like, in one swift motion, pull out the neuronic whip, spin, and try to like detain Bali.
Okay.
Whip detain.
Roll it.
Wrap him up in it, like Indiana Jones style.
Yep.
All right.
It was always going to come to this.
Yeah. Is that in character?
Yes.
Okay, good. So it would be short range. Melee is just 2 purple, right?
Melee's always 2, yeah.
Perfect.
It's called a neurotic whip? A neuronic.
Neuronic,
okay.
yeah.
That makes a lot more. It doesn't just have a bunch of hang-ups.
It's really like OCD about specific situations. Hey, that's good. That is just 3 successes.
Okay, just 3 successes, so you hit him, but you can't ensnare him with that.
Yeah. So we'll do...
Whip or 2.
So it does do 4 stun damage.
Okay. I guess we're rolling initiative.
I guess we are. I don't know if there's anything less cool than Stassis.
Oh, man.
It's cool or vigilance, right?
In your case, you knew it was going to come to this. It's cool.
It's true. I did.
So, yeah, I've got a success and an advantage.
The success and advantage, exactly the same.
Nice.
They got a success and 3 advantages.
Oh, no.
Great.
No, they're better
That
than
seems
us
right.
in every way. What if we die?
It was always going to come to this.
So you did 4 stun damage.
I have no weapons.
Yep.
Oh, I did not think of that. Nice. Trassk would not have thought of that.
That's true. I have my fists, which I'm not terrible with. I'm pretty terrible.
All right, so the guy that you whipped,
Which is always a great sentence to hear.
you did hit him. He has a cut on his arm. Maybe your whip like wrapped around his arm and sort of. I feel like this sort of whip has like an electric charge or something.
I think that's right. Yeah.
So it wrapped around his arm and jolted him a little bit, and he comes running at you and is gonna try and punch you in the face.
Nice.
And he manages to do so.
Ooh. Okay.
It's stun damage, right? Punching.
Yeah, it's 5. That's 5.
Ooh, 5. Wow.
God.
Minus your soak.
Yep.
You're
So
soaked,
1.
though. Come
Yeah.
on.
So it'll be 1 that goes
Yeah.
through.
Oh, yeah, you're so.
He also got 2 threats if you have any ideas.
Can he be off balance from having to punch? I assume you whipped him from the position. You like turned the whip from sitting in the tiny chair.
Yes.
Can he like be weirded out by having to punch so low and like trip over the top of you?
He sort of had to punch at chest level, which is kind of weird, punching down.
Yeah.
And he also punched with the arm that you just whipped.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. And one of you gets to go.
I can go. I think it makes sense.
Go for it. Yeah, I just got punched in the face.
Okay. Improvised weapon fighting. Okay. I am going to stand up, pick up my tiny chair, and just whip it at one of the other guys. I'm going to throw it. It's the size of a stool.
That's great. So it's a ranged light. Yeah, it is a little chair with only one arm because the other one you're not holding onto it anymore.
And is this engaged or is this close? So it'd be one purple, right?
It's still 1. Yeah.
So it is technically a hit. It is 1 success. One success.
Do you happen to recall the damage on improvised weapons?
It is a thing I've been looking at for my spy character, but it is a thing I've forgotten entirely. I did not a lot.
It comes up often enough that I should know it.
So small. If it's a small item, no, this would probably be a medium item, a chair.
I mean, it's a small chair. It's literally a small chair.
That's a good point. So
it is a small chair.
Probably
it's a small
just
item.
1 damage. Or +1.
Okay.
+1.
Is it
yeah.
+1?
So 2 total damage.
And Stassis is Braun. Wait,
Braun
is
Braun. Oh no, sorry, 3 total damage.
Okay, so 2 Braun,
Yep.
1 success.
Oh, so
and
4 total. Yeah.
The hit.
Yep.
So 4.
That.
How did you knock someone out?
I knocked him out.
How did you knock someone out with your chair?
So I think
this fight's gonna go really quickly.
Yeah, I think he like stood up awkwardly. It was like stuck to his butt. He stood up really fast and went and like threw it kind of awkwardly underhanded, and just like it hit the dude. It didn't hit him very high. Kind of bounced off his chest. But he steps back and trips over one of the droids, and just, like cracks his head on like the banister.
Great. And we're around to Trassk.
I think with Bali this close, Trassk is going to just go to his bread and butter with the claws and just, slash him with his other hand.
Okay. So you're going to try and kill Bali.
Oh, I forgot that's no killing. Shoot. Yeah. Never mind. We're gonna just rear back the whip then, and no, not gonna kill him. We need these jobs. I need this job.
You could also probably punch his lights out.
Oh, you're right.
You got it.
There's so many options.
There's
so many options.
There's lots of things
You
you
have
can
so
do.
much brawl and so much melee.
I am gonna with him that close. That's what I was thinking. Is I'll just like rear back and just try to cold cock him in the face.
All right. One of the droids.
Hit him into the droids. That seems to work. Buddy. Yeah, that's a success and an advantage.
Okay, 1 success, 1 advantage.
So it'll be Brawn plus the success, right? So 5.
All right. You didn't knock him out.
Okay.
But what did that look like?
So he just punched me in the face, and like Trandoshans are warrior people by nature, and I think Trassk just sees red in that moment, forgets he's actually got a weapon in his hand, was like able to do the smart thing and get his weapon into the venue, and just like rears back and just punches him back in the face. I think it's like the classic, like his head just jerks back.
Yeah.
Just like
well, yeah. And Trask's, you're playing to Trask's obligation right now too. He gets his adrenaline rush out of fights.
Oh yeah,
can't turn it back on one.
Yep. This is
now
that
he's in it.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So his Bali's head goes back and he staggers just a little bit, and he was already staggered by that last the whip, or no, his last punch because it was so awkward. And he sort of pushes forward a little bit and uses his forward momentum to give you another punch right in the face. Let's say it misses your face because it's not going to get through your soak.
Sure.
So he punches you, and it punches you like right in the arm.
Like a hey, what's up?
Yeah, more like a hey, what's up than anything else. And he also got a threat if you have any ideas for it.
Can he just like stagger back 1 step closer to the edge of the banister, like the edge of the balcony?
Oh, but then Kish would notice that something's going on.
Oh, right, because he's at the front.
Yeah, right now, so Kish is just like clapping his hands with the beat, and he's nodding along, and he doesn't. We'll describe that shot that we described earlier, where he's just we see the shot of Kish from the front, where he's just like sort of dancing in his seat a little bit, and there's this fight just happening behind him. He has no idea that it's happening at all.
Can the advantage be that he starts staggering back towards Kish, and Stassis like catches his arm and like pulls him back towards us?
Great, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Just pure narrative.
Yeah. All right, which of the two of you would like to go next?
I can go again.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, you're already holding him, so.
Yeah, I'm holding him now in like a weird, like I've caught him with one hand and I have one hand up, so it's like weirdly dancing. And we like both make eye contact, and again
maybe you're the triple threat.
Yeah, and I give him.
This is how you get your nickname.
Oh my gosh!
If I survive this, and I give him a slow nod.
And he gives you a slow, like, worried nod back.
And then I'm just going to try to... This is not how I do things. I'm not good at this. I'm just going to slap him across the face as hard as I can.
Yeah. Great. It's still a decent roll for you since you're a hired gun.
It's true. So that's 2 purple, correct? In engage, yeah. It's just a full-on open hand slap.
He got that threat earlier, so you can grab a boost.
Oh, great! Excellent.
You've got him in your grasp.
That is going to be a hit with 2. Oh no, just a hit for a total of 3 damage or 3 stun. I would guess with an open face slap or an open-handed slap.
And open face.
Right in the face. So your slap doesn't knock him down.
Oh, no.
But it was a good slap. You made good contact.
So I feel like the way that this happened is we're sort of on either side of him, facing the show, and like Kish is right behind where he is, and so it's sort of like the slap puts his head one way, and he slides sort of towards me, and I'm just going to like do the same things. I'm like, yeah, okay, why not? And for mine, I'm just going to do the same thing and just open face slap him also, or open palm slap him too, just right back.
This is great. Please do it.
I think that's a success.
Oh, what a slap!
That is, oh my gosh, 4 successes and 2 advantages.
Okay, so how did you slap this guy and knock the other guy out?
Yeah. So no, that's great. So we sort of see like I think what we see is Stassis smacks his face one way, and Trassk like sees, oh yeah, I should do the same thing. He rears his hand back, and the shot reverses, and you see the other goon coming up, and he's like trying to grab Trassk from behind, and the hand just comes back and whacks the guy in the face. And Trassk looks back and just follows through and knocks Bali out too.
Perfect. And as you knock Bali out, Chandraza finishes his set, and Kish stands up and starts giving him a standing ovation.
I'm going to start applauding as well and walk up next to Kish and say, that was very good. Right? Try and like straighten
that was the best show I've ever seen Chandraza and the core drivers put on.
I couldn't agree more. No need for us to linger. I know you're busy. If you just want to stay here with your lovely Twi'lek friends and perhaps hand me the egg, and we can all talk later. No need to turn around.
Well, yeah, as you say that, Trassk is like dragging Bali under the piles of pillows. He's like trying to pile the pillows on top of him. It's not working.
I don't know what to say. You've got me at a loss.
and you know what? That's all right. Sometimes there are moments in life when you just have to embrace how transcendent the moment is. You just stay right here. Keep looking at the stage. Bask in this moment and just give me that egg. But you stay here and keep looking at the stage. I wouldn't want to ruin this for you. In fact, I can just kind of take the egg if you like, and I'm going to reach for it.
Please do a skullduggery or stealth check.
Hey, I'm pretty good at stealth.
And I'm going to give you a boost because he is enraptured by the concert. You see a little tear in his eye.
I got a boost. What's the difficulty on that, Papa?
The difficulty might be tough.
That's taking a necklace off someone's neck while they are standing there.
It is one. It's not that tough. It's 1 red, and I'm going to flip my dark side to add a purple.
Okay, 1 red, 1 purple.
Yep.
Okay. Yep. Got it. You just keep... that was really great. You should just keep watching that and enjoying yourself. And that is going to be a success and 2 advantages.
You just continue talking in his ear and saying things that he wants to hear, and you slip that necklace right off his neck.
And you can, in fact, just take the next 15, 20, 30 minutes. Stay here and just stay. And I'm just backing up.
Yeah,
and he doesn't even turn around. He just says, "All right, you 3 just talk to Bali and put in your, or you 2, you just put in your order, and we'll talk in the future. We'll get lunch with Chandraza. Oh, such a good
So
concert.
good, so excellent, and I am walking out the door.
Yep, Trassk is already out the door. He just...
Wow, that went. We've got it. We've got the egg.
We just have to believe in us. We got to do things.
We beat up all those men, and we took the egg.
We're the backdoor guys.
The backdoor guys. The Wookiee's standing here, right?
The Wookiee is standing right there. I don't have to flip the dark side. I don't think I
absolutely don't. Nope, that was entirely up. And I'm just going to go.
That was you trying to speak Wookiee, right?
I'm holding the egg in my hand, like up, like dangling down very clearly.
That Wookiee's going to reach for you.
Uh-oh.
And I would like you both to roll vigilance because you're going to have to. Something's going to happen with this Wookiee.
What's the difficulty? Do we roll against his?
Nope, it's just vigilance. This is new initiative.
Oh, got it. Nope, that's cocked.
Oh, no. I just have 3 advantages.
Got a success and 2 advantages.
All right, you both are ahead of the Wookiee. What do you want to do?
I am going to...
I think if he's reaching for you...
I'm just going to dive out of the... I'm not tiny. I was going to die between his legs. I'm going to die between his legs. Go with my instinct. I'm going to dive...
athletic.
Directly between his legs. I am not terrible at this.
What's the goal? What's the goal with this?
The goal is to dive in my mind's eye, in my split second. I see myself jumping through the legs, doing like a somersault through them, coming up on the other side,
running,
and just already running down the stairs.
Okay.
What's the difficulty on this?
That's what you're imagining.
It's going to be 2
groups
with a setback because
that's fair.
You're not small.
I'm not small. I'm going to flip a light side point to upgrade one of those greens to a yellow because I really want this to happen, and I think the audacity of it is going to take the Wookiee by surprise.
Yes.
Hot dog.
Oh man,
that is a triumph. And 3 threats.
Okay, there are stairways on either side of this hall.
Okay.
So, what'd you do?
So we've come out and so the Wookiee is right in front of us, and we've got a stairway to the left and the right.
Yeah, I'd say maybe there's a stairway behind the Wookiee, and there's a stairway behind you if you're looking at the Wookiee.
Okay, got it. God, the really smart thing would be to run down the stairway that doesn't have the Wookiee in it, but that doesn't seem good enough for a triumph.
Nope.
I think I want to dive between his legs, and I think he's like right on the edge. So I'm like already down this. I'm like rolling down the stairs. Like I think the somersault just I just like start rolling down the stairs, and I want the triumph to be I like at the next stair level or stairway. I'll just like land, and like the egg is fine in my hand.
The egg is fine. It's just floating in this viscous fluid inside this necklace.
Yes! Triple threat!
Is Trassk just going to run down the other stairs?
I think, that makes the most sense to me.
Scatter.
He's just going to take off. He's just going to, like, see that glorious thing happen, sort of, like, grin sheepishly at the Wookiee and run the other direction.
Is there anything you want to roll, or are you just running?
I mean, maybe I could roll in athletics as well, just sort of, like, put, like, a push past the Senate guards, too, because I'm sure that they would probably, like, see the commotion and be like, yo, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, let's see.
What are those Senate guards doing? Oh, you are an athletic man.
Yeah. Let's do an athletics to see how well this goes. I mean, you're gonna run either way.
And it's 2 as well? Okay.
Yeah. No, it's just okay. 1 because you only have to get by these 2 guards, and they don't
particularly
after
care.
you like the Wookiee. Yeah.
All right. Cool. So That would be
Definitely succeeds.
success and 2 advantages.
Okay, so you definitely get by them as well. And since you rolled advantages, you can figure out those advantages, but since Stassis rolled threats, the Wookiee's definitely going after Stassis.
Oh, yeah.
You also have the eggs, so what are Trassk's advantages?
I think the thing that makes the most sense is that as you know we're starting to take off down the stairs, other people are starting to come out of the boxes. Like the people who want to get the early cabs, you know, they don't really want to hang out and maybe like schmooze or like see other people or, you know, whatever. They're like already starting to pile into the hallways, and so like it's a little bit easier to like blend in to give people a slip.
Yeah, great. Okay, so you get by those Senate guards, and I'm gonna flip my dark side point because as soon as you get past them to the end of where you're running, Dirk Burton pops out of his box, like right in front of you. And the Wookiee starts running after Stassis, and since we're all doing athletics checks, let's see what the Wookiee does.
Well, if we're all gonna do an athletics check, I mean, I've got it too. We don't want our Wookiee to feel left out.
So the Wookiee's gonna definitely catch up to Stassis, but he is not close enough to be able to grab you yet.
Good.
Because he got a lot of threats.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of you wants to go next?
Why don't we stick with you?
I can go, yeah, because we're doing that makes sense. So he's coming up on me. I think I just am like in a pile on the ground.
He's a couple stairs up from the place that you're at.
I would like to. Can I see the door from here?
So you're on like a landing halfway between the top floor and the bottom floor. So you can see the what would we call it? Mezzanine?
Sure.
Is that the right word? We could see the mezzanine with all the chandelier and the mosaics on the walls, and people are starting to file in.
Got it. I'm going to. Yep.
You can see the place where you would have dropped off your blaster rifle.
Got it. That's a good place to know about. I am going to. So on this landing, is there a bathroom here?
There is a bathroom, and there's a large window.
Got it. I'd like to flip a life side point to have Mork be Mork Martin. What was that man's name? I wrote it down.
Dirk Burton.
Oh no, Baconhead.
That is so offensive to them.
Mork Tom.
Mork Tom. There's Mork Tom. There we go. To have him walking out of the bathroom right as I landed.
Hey there. Hey there, friend.
Hi.
Do you have enough time to say this before the Wookiee catches up to you?
I think this is all. I'm going to say. Yeah. Help me, he's mean, and point at the Wookiee. Let's hope
the Wookiee
Mork
looks
is a fighter.
Very mean.
Yep. Come on, Mork, be a fighter.
Mork is definitely not a fighter. He looks kind of angry because this is his place.
Mm-hmm.
This is my theater, and if anybody threatens anybody in my theater, I'm gonna have to call security.
God, is Doki already beating me to the death?
You have passed Mork Tom, and he's saying this as the Wookiee and you continue down the other stairs, and he slowly grabs Walkie Comlink from his belt and says, "Security!
Oh my god!
There's going to be an incident in the mezzanine."
I already backed the wrong horse here.
What is Trassk doing?
So Dirk Burton walks out, and like it's one of those moments. Oh, can I say also that he's basically like the Wookiee version of Tom Selleck. Like
yes,
he's
got a very
mustache.
Thick upper.
Yeah.
That's
very distinctive.
It's darker.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very distinctively different fur than the rest of him.
Yeah, no fur and then a big mustache. No fur like 3 inches around his.
All of the rest of the people on this level were very well dressed. Dirk Burton is wearing like mom jeans and a Hawaiian shirt.
Yes.
On top of all his fur.
Yes. And he looks exactly like I recognize him from all of the like sort of gossip tabloid, sort of like the Hollywood rags that. What would that be? The Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood.
Obviously.
Yeah.
That Trassk reads, and he's just like floored, and he just and I think he's just Mr. Burton. I'm a huge fan of yours. I'm sorry, I don't speak Shariwook. But I just want you to know that I've been following your career for a long time, and I really don't believe what a lot of the critics are saying, that you're on the downslide of your career. I think your best work is still to come, and I was just really hoping that you could take my resume and my headshot and pass it on. And he's like rifling through his bag for like every option. It's the comedic, it's the serious, it's the the character work headshots. He's just like trying to shove them into Dirk Burton's paws.
I think we just hear Stassis scream in the background, like, ah!
Dirk Burton takes a couple of them and gives you a tentative pat on the back and does a Wookiee.
Thank you.
Very similar to Stassis' scream.
Thank you. Wow, this is. Could I get a picture with you before we go?
He looks like he doesn't have time for this, but he'll go along with it. I'm
flipping a light side point for it. He will. I just like take a hollow and hold and smile. And okay, great. Thank you. Yeah. Please call me. My number is there, and if you can't get a hold of me there, my backup number is there, and my comm code is at the bottom.
Ask.
I gotta go. Bye.
He gives you a little wave and looks at the other Wookiee that he's with and just shakes his head a little bit.
Fair.
And Trassk heads down the stairs. At this point, you see Stassis is about probably halfway through the hall down here, and the Wookiee is right on his heels.
Can I do something really Oh no, I probably don't want to do that. I was gonna say, can I do something potentially like heroic and dumb, and take the grappling hook that I have and swing it onto the chandelier?
Oh, we have disguise kits.
Yeah, we didn't go with the disguise kit plan. Can I swing that onto the chandelier and like try to Indiana Jones like swing down to catch up?
Yes, I don't care about initiative anymore. Just do it.
Awesome.
And I just see, can Stassis and the Wookiee be like on the other side of one of those like big like gilded theater trash cans, like trying to like fake the other one out?
Yes, and there's also a large stained glass window behind you.
Yes. What's the difficulty for an Indiana Jones?
It's going to be
like a big old vine swing, basically.
Yeah, I want it to happen, so you should roll an F. Well, you got to shoot it first is the thing.
Oh, yeah.
You should probably be using your whip instead of the...
That's true.
Yeah, if you want Indiana Jones, you got Indiana Jones.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, so then you get to roll melee with your whip.
Use the whip, Trassk. Use the whip.
It is going to be... it's melee, so it's 2 purple.
Okay. Oh, that was so close to not happening. Mm-hmm. And as everyone knows, falling damage is the worst kind of damage.
It's true.
It's a success and 3 advantages.
Okay, 3 advantages. It's enough to trigger ensnare. So it happens. What happens?
Yeah, I think... I think, as you two are doing the fake out thing, the Wookiee and Stassis, Trassk sees them, sees the chandelier, pulls out the neuronic whip, throws it up, secures it, and goes, Stassis! I'll be right there! And just he's like, I should have thought of a better line than that, as he jumps off the balcony and swings down, and I think...
That's security arriving.
Yeah, security arrives as I flip my dark side point.
and I can I have that be like a like swing down and like sort of flank the Wookiee so that we're like on either side of him.
And just swing out that big.
Or that too.
Let's get out of here, man.
That could be even better if that works.
Why linger?
Yeah, Stassis, athletics check.
Yeah. This is to grab onto the big scaly man swinging towards me. Difficulty on that? Probably
2.
2. Got it. I really want this to happen. I'm going to flip. We upgraded it. I saw beautiful Trassk come swinging towards me. I reached my hand straight up and I rolled a triumph and a threat.
Great.
How fitting.
What happens?
I think in a giant, like I grab onto his feet, the Wookiee like swing his arms to grab, and you see the egg like bounce out of his hand because it's now dangling from my neck. I put it on, and it bounces out of his hand. And we swing, and like that bird we talked about, and the chandelier, the stained glass window,
it's totally a
Kari bird.
It most definitely is.
And we cut to outside the theater, and we just smash through it, soaring through the air.
And you land in the backseat of a taxi.
The same taxi as before.
Same taxi as before.
And I say, we would like to go around the block, please.
All right, you got it.
Oh my god.
All right. We cut to a few days later. Stassis has just completed his performance review.
Right.
It was glowing. By the way.
Excellent. I've got like a little flimsy sheet that has like check marks that are all in good or excellent.
1 okay.
Yeah, 1 okay. That was okay, and it was an okay in
interpersonal communication.
Yeah, there we go.
Trassk, you are the bearer of some good news. You two are on front door duty from now on.
I'm gonna wait out in the waiting out in the hall.
Oh yeah,
I think when you come out of Basaram's office.
Mm-hmm.
So how did it go?
I did quite well. I'm
stop it! I already know how well it went.
Oh,
we are on front door duty now.
Front door.
We're front door guys.
Only 2 more door promotions and we get a raise.
I don't know what to say, man. It's an honor and a privilege to keep people like you and me out of an establishment like this.
Very much so. I'm
right next to you.
It's the highlight of my week, going on our little adventure. I think maybe if we play our cards right, we will never have to do that again. I was terrified the whole time.
Are you kidding me?
I
was
so
like a hero out there.
That
dive through the Wookiee's legs.
I'm still shaking now.
When you threw the chair at the other guy.
Look at my hands.
You start to sweat.
Please tell me that at least you got a picture or a couple of hollow pics to show to Shrelby and Beverly. You got to brag about that, right? Did they believe you?
I mean, they tend to not believe me in most of the things I say, but
just wait until they find out that their dad is a front door guy now. That's big.
Finally be proud of me. And I have you to thank for that, Trassk.
Well, I do what I can. Trassk, I think while they are talking, Trassk also sort of checks his comm and checks the voicemails and missed calls to see if he's gotten anything from Dirk Burton.
You haven't got anything from Dirk Burton.
Crap.
But you did get a call from Mork Tom.
I got a call from Mork Tom?
Yeah.
Oh.
Just wanted to remind you that auditions are coming up.
Okay.
I think that you've got a pretty good chance of scoring a lead role in the musical.
Trassk is a little bit disappointed that it's not from Dirk. He saw a comm code that he didn't recognize, and he could have sworn that it would be Dirk, and he'd be on Hollowwood, in Hollowwood immediately.
Trassk, don't.
But he's at least, well, it's a shot.
We started out as backdoor boys, and we've moved up to front door boys, and I think that you need to start somewhere. You could start in that musical, and you could wind up on all the biggest marquees in Hollowwood. You gotta start somewhere, though, and I think you gotta go for it.
Well, and with a friend like you, I think I'll be able to handle that. Shall we take the door?
Let's go to the front door.
You head out of the offices of the Golden Gundark and through the gambling floor and head to the front door, where you get to spend the next 8 hours. The end?
The end? Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, that was awesome.
What?
Good. Glad you enjoyed it.
What a time that was.
I sure hope it all recorded.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Coruscant Nights.
Thanks to Joe and Peter for playing on this episode. Be sure to check out their brand new Star Wars RPG podcast, The Fools Who Follow. Now available wherever you get your podcasts.
Our music is by Mark Eberhardt and Nick Scourin.
You can find us on social media at Coruscant Night on Twitter, and you can email us at coruscantnightspod@gmail.com.
Love the show and want to show your support? Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or visit our Patreon.
Check it out at patreon.com/Coruscant Nights. Now don't forget that we've got a giveaway going on right now. All you have to do to enter is leave us a rating and a review, and send it to us. We're giving away 1 set of Women of the Galaxy postcards, and a set of 3 books that capture that Coruscant Nights spirit: Tales of the Bounty Hunters, Tales from Jabba's Palace, and Tales from the Mos Eisley Cantina. Patreon patrons are automatically entered, and we're happy to ship overseas. We'll notify our 2 winners on August 12th. We're excited to announce that we've got stuff like t-shirts and stickers available for you to purchase now. Head on over to CoruscantNights.com to find the link to our store, where you can get t-shirts and stickers with phrases such as
Son of a Gundark.
And
I'm always feeling lucky.
We'll be updating our shop regularly, so make sure you stop back to check out what's new. Now stay tuned for a preview of next week's episode. Alright, so we've got a lot of different symbols.
Yeah, a lot.
So those ones are advantages. Those ones are threats. Threats and advantages cancel out. That one is a success. That one is an advantage. And that one had to come up on the first roll. That is a triumph. So, you successfully overheard a conversation happening behind you.
It is a triumph.
Yeah. We'll get into the triumph and your advantage in a second. So, you hear this conversation happening behind you. You can sort of get a little glance back and see who it is. There are 3 pretty scruffy looking guys back there. There's a Trandoshan, sort of a lizard face. Looks like Vosk. Yeah, he's got green-gray skin and some little feathers coming out of the sides of his chin. And there is a Zeltron. He's a very handsome man. He's got red skin and blue hair. His hair is really long and back in a ponytail. And there is a person that looks like they're wearing like a full, almost not quite Boba Fett, but a full armor situation with a helmet and everything. Yeah, not quite Mandalorian. It's a little different than what you'd expect from a Mandalorian. Right. He's got a milkshake. He's drinking it through a straw under his helmet. Cool. Good book. All right. And then
Really menacing.
What are they talking about?
you hear the guy in the helmet. Yeah.
the slurp side of the force.
These droids you're talking about, you think they're valuable?
The Trandoshan responds,
I think they're very valuable. That old theater's been abandoned for years. I don't know why it's filled with droids now.
the Zeltron, like, well, we should check it out. It's just down at the bottom of the canyon. Let's go. I bet we can make some good money on this. And that's the most important part of the conversation here. They keep talking about how they're going to get down there and all that, but you heard some good stuff there.
Yeah.
They're talking about how they're going to get some droids from Old Theater that is packed up with droids and sell them for cash.
That sounds like something that right up your alley, right? Because you're a droid technician. Do you think they're going to have my spaceship parts down there?
I might.
Droid parts, spaceship parts.
Okay.
I might be able to salvage some stuff, but probably not in the best condition.
All right. Well, that's a good lead. This could really save my skin here. So
Save your face.
yeah, if this works out, I might be able to bump up that 20%. So that's the best